Hello everyone, here to do your step 9 video. I thank you all for being here. Step 9 says make direct amends to such people wherever possible, except when to do so will injure them or others. After completing step 8, made a list of all persons we had harmed and became willing to make amends to them all. The next logical step, make amends to them all. The next logical step is to make those amends if possible. And the suggestion is to do so directly to those who have been harmed. By making direct amends to the person harmed, the temptations to skirt the issue because of embarrassment or pain is avoided. It's simple but not easy. But those making the amends find many times that the person to whom they had harmed is more than willing to accept those amends. Happily, and a healing process begins, not only in the relationship, but in each individual. Sometimes the injured party is not willing to forgive and forget. Regardless, spiritual progress. I'm making my video. Regardless, spiritual progress. But those in recovery depends on doing their part, right, and making direct amends. This step does carry a condition, except when to do so will injure them or others. The benefit of making amends to the recovery person does not outweigh the need to do any more harm. If the act of making amends will open old wounds or create new harm, then making direct amends should be avoided. What does making amends have to do with sobriety? If your goal is to remain sober, then it's important to take the step to make amends when possible, because if you fail to do so, it could come back to cause you problems later. Um, and even if you don't pick up a drink or a drug, it can start having you feel stagnated. Um, you want to continue to transform, be whole, and at peace with oneself. If you know that you cause harm to others during your drinking or drugging days, or maybe you borrowed money and never paid it back, um, and you don't try to set the situation right, then there is a very good chance the issue will arise again. And when it does, it could be a trigger for relapse. Relapse doesn't always mean picking up a drink or a drug. It could be, other addictions that we have. People have many addictions. When I talk about these spiritual principles, I'm talking about behaviors. Um, So then, as I said, then there is a very good chance the issue will arise again. And when it does, it could be a trigger for relapse. If you deal with the situation from the past, then there is no way for it to come back and bite you later. You have dealt with it properly. You've kept your side of the street clean, and you've put the mistake from the past behind you. And that's what you want to do. Keep moving forward. Are we going to make new mistakes? Yes. And we're going to have to make new less. Drinking and drugging can be is a fatal disease. Don't let putting off making an apology or paying a debt you owe become a bigger problem in the future. That could cause you to pick up a drink or a drug, or as I said, start acting out on other behaviors. You have to face the truth. And it can be hard. Explain your mistakes fully by sitting down with a person. After doing this, a great healing experience, as this is done and you see your part in the hurts you caused and wanted to confess to them. So I could feel better and let go of the guilt and shame I had within this new awareness, or you have in this new awareness. It takes time. Admitting the part I play. Step 9 is another one of the 12 steps that initially appears most difficult, but the rewards of putting this principle into practice can be immersed. The spiritual principle involved is that of forgiveness, not only from others, but forgiveness of self, which can bring healing to both parties. Yeah, y'all know I told y'all I gotta write stuff down. And forgiving, being honest, being courageous, willing, and accountable. It's just simply just repairing, you know, your life, doing new stuff, doing new things. And with that comes transformation, great healing. And a few cards that I pulled for this step is called, the first card is called Breakthrough. And it could be a breakthrough. You know, you may be going through some financial difficulty, relationship issues, anything. Um, as you look at this video, you apply to wherever you are in your life at this particular time. The predominance of red in this card, predominance of red that's in this card, indicates at a glance that its subject is energy, power, and strength. The brilliant glow emanates from the solar plexus, or center of power, on the figure, and the posture is one of experience, and determination. All of us occasionally reach a point when enough is enough. At such times, it seems we must do something, anything, even if it later turns out to be a mistake, to throw off the burdens and restrictions that are limiting us. If we don't, they threaten to suffocate and cripple our very life, energy itself. If you are now feeling that enough is enough, allow yourself to take the risk of shattering the old patterns and limitations that have kept your energy from flowing. In doing so, you will be amazed at the vitality and empowerment this breakthrough can bring to your life. Um, the next card was integration. In that image, integration is fusion of opposites. This is a time of communication between the previously experienced dualities of life rather than the night opposing day, dark suppressing light. They work together to create a unified whole, turning endlessly one into the other, each containing in its deepest core the seed of the opposite. The eagle and the swan are both beings of flight and majesty. The eagle is the embodiment of power and aloneness. The swan is the embodiment of space and purity, gently floating and diving upon and within the element of the emotions, entirely content and complete within her perfection, or his perfection and beauty. We are the union of eagle and swan, male and female, fire and water, life and death. The card of integration is the symbol of self creation, new life, and mystical union, otherwise known as alchemy. Sharing and caring. See how that candle is lit? Don't let your light burn, go dim, or go out. Um, Sharing is caring, yes. And then sharing um, hope, being courageous, sharing your experiences one to another is a beautiful thing. Sharing love by reaching to another, by meditation, and become so overflowing with love, with compassion, and you want to share. It happens um, from the heart, definitely. Definitely guidance. Allow your higher power to lead and guide you in every area of life. And then we also have the Fool. The fool takes the leap of faith, regardless of any situation that occurs in his or her life. They keep going and keep striving. And in spite of whatever is going on, whatever may happen, they still going, shining, uh, going strong. Whether they lost a loved one, whether they lost a job, anything, everything. Some I know have lost everything, but still is on the road of recovery. Some has relapsed, but as I said, if you can look up, you can get up. Life gonna throw some curves and bumps. You can get back up and keep it moving. So now I'm gonna use the deck that I made. Never save your face, save your behind. And as you start to equate these, incorporate these spiritual principles into your life, help another. Okay, the first card that came out, it says, God knows all and sees all. So if something happened, um, or some situation you want to go a certain way and it don't, remember, rejection is God's protection. There's another path that He may have for you that's better. Do not worry about the outcome. That came right after. Don't give too much of you away. It's okay to share, but don't give too much of you away. If I'm not balanced and and loving myself, I can't help anyone. Be you and be good to you was the next one that came. Stay in the now, meaning don't be in a hurry for nothing. Don't rush because you want a certain outcome. The next card came out was Aries. Aries is a fight, like fire. Sometimes you'll be burning with fire in a good way. And sometimes through those unhealthy choices, and you ask yourself, how did I get here? It is always a way out. It's always a solution to any problem. So this card can be used for great times and difficult times. And the Pisces card came out. Pisces is associated with water, because sometimes we're going to cry. That's what water is, from the emotion. Sometimes we're going to have tears of joy, and sometimes we're going to have tears of sadness. Um, tears of joy with laughter, having fun, enjoying life. And then sometimes, tears of emotions, tears of loss, tears of regret, tears of however you want to put it into your situation. Just stay strong and keep going. And the next one that came out, have fun today. And what do we need to keep us um, at a healthy balance, a right mind, and a right spirit with our higher power, um, being humble, grateful, courageous, willing, accepting, forgiveness, um, faith, trust, joy, peace, whatever spiritual principles that you work with. We're going to need to eat right. Eat fruits and vegetables with exercise is a good choice. You know, then as you begin to grow and experience, gave hard-won experience to these traditions and these spiritual principles, you pay it forward, and help someone else. In other words, because the hard-won experiences is what comes about in these spiritual principles. Each one teach one. Let God use you. Your higher power will place people in your life for you to help as someone helped you. So the next deck that I have is she believed she did, she could, so she did. He believed he could, so he did. And I haven't used this deck in a while, and it's sticking. Mm. Show me the cards I need to see. Two more. One more. Okay. I trust myself in the process of life. The moment I am willing to change, it is amazing how the universe brings me what I need. Mhm. I am gentle, kind, and com- comforting to my inner child as we uncover and release the old negative messages from family and society. I am not restricted by limited beliefs. I release all blame and turn within to seek the truth. Mhm. I affirm that I am willing to release the causes and patterns in my consciousness that are creating a negative condition in my life. I like it. The work I do on myself is not a goal. It is a process, a lifetime process. I choose to enjoy the process. Excuse me, I need to get a drink of water. Mm. I accept all of myself. I'm sorry, that wasn't that. I said the wrong deck. The deck that I just used was Love Yourself. Now I'm using She Believed She Could, so she did. He believed he could, so he did. The first card that came out was Be Strong, Be Fearless, Be Beautiful. It's good to do uncomfortable things. It's weight training for life. The limits of the possible can only be defined by going beyond them into the impossible. Let yourself be silent, silently drawn by the stronger pull of what you really love. The most effective way to do it is to do it. All right. Thank you for coming to my channel. Leave me a like, share, subscribe to this channel. Um, I'm sending healing, love, and light to all. See you in the next video.